Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a late, out of date Dynamite review. Big mistake watching the show there. I was reading online, according to AEW fans, that despite the bad viewership, which we're going to get into in a few minutes there, despite the bad viewership, it was a good show and one of the best shows they've ever put on. Liars! Pathetic! Rotten, dishonest, lying freaks! AEW fans there. Um, let's get through this shit fast, folks. I watched this shit and I'm tired now. I feel drained. I feel sad after watching this. Sad for pro wrestling. So CM Punk was sitting in the ring there, sitting on the floor or whatever. He's so cool or whatever. Ripping off Raven's gimmick of sitting down or whatever. So he's sitting, he's talking about nothing for about 10 minutes there. You know what I mean? People sit like him. People want to be like him. Shut up, fuck. Nobody cares about this. You know what I mean? I was thinking of the match that I didn't win. What are the toughest matches that I was a part of? So for his rematch against MJF, he chose a dog collar match or whatever. So we pulled out like a couple of collars with a chain or whatever. He's putting the chain in his mouth, putting the chain in his pants. I don't know. They're just doing weird shit with the chain or whatever. MJF comes out. Punk says, "Come out. I want to look you in the eye," or whatever. Then he showed him the picture of Punk and MJF as a little boy there that they keep fucking repeating every week or whatever. The picture of Punk with MJF and he's doing stuff with the chain like this and MJF walks away. So dog collar match. Was it a good promo? No, not really. You know what I mean? Just Punk talking about himself, how he inspired the generation of wrestlers. Give me a fucking break there. This guy didn't inspire anything. He's ripping off Bret Hart's matches. If he was so inspirational, why does he have to rip off a superior wrestler? You know what I mean? So, some weirdo random dog collar match. Apparently, this is Punk's toughest match that he was ever in, that he lost. So, you're going to get this dog collar match, and it was a shit promo or whatever. So, it wasn't terrible promo, but it wasn't good. Nothing was catchy. Nothing was clever. MJF walking out and not saying anything. They've already done this. So it's just rehash material with a dog collar or whatever. So, first match, Bryan defeated Lee Moriarty. They're this skinny jobber. So Bryan and another technical wrestling match. It's too weird. It's weird, his technical wrestling matches. He's on the floor with this guy. He's pinning him on the ground. It looks like they're having sex together. Like, for like 3-4 minutes, he's on top of him. It's like, fuck, didn't I see stuff like this in porno one time? Like, what the fuck am I watching here? They're upside down on their heads, punching each other in the stomach. Like, the fuck am I watching? You know what I mean? This is weirdo shit. You know, Brian beats him. He does the running knee, and then instead of just winning with the knee, he kicks him in the face. Then he puts him in some kind of female scissor hold. Goes like this, and the referee stops the fight. Like, you know, it doesn't look that tough. They're a male wrestler doing the scissor hold, the face of the other guy in his crotch there. It doesn't look too cool when it's, you know, two guys putting each other in scissor hold. It looks pretty homoerotic. It is what it is there. Um, So just a weirdo match. At some point, Lee Moriarty was doing a comeback against Brian. He was showing how strong he is. Shut the fuck up. This is boring. It's boring. Nobody believes Lee Moriarty is strong. This is boring. For real. Like, nobody gives two shits about fucking weirdo wrestling like this, honestly. Like, just have a good match with Brian. Make him wrestle a normal match against normal people there. You don't need to keep doing the star versus jobber. This is boring. Fuck. Come up with something else. Then Moxley shows up. He starts talking for 3 hours about reminiscing about how Brian beat him in the past there. Brian beat him on the indie circuit or whatever. And then they wrestled more often and Brian beat him every time or whatever. And then he says, does Brian want to be on my team because he wants to create something with me? Or is he scared to fight me? Well, you just explained for 3 hours that Brian beat you over and over and over again in matches. Why would he be afraid to fight you if he beat you 300 times or whatever? Like this, it's like they don't know what they're doing at all. Like they can't tell them anything basic. Everything has to be retarded big time, constantly. They can't just have good promo and a good regular match, a 10-minute, 15-minute normal match. It has to be Brian having sex with skinny dudes. Like, who wants this really there? Like, this is boring. Like, but anyway, Moxley says, you know, I'm not saying no to this group. I'm not saying yes. I don't become partners or friends with people unless I bleed with them. So then he left or whatever. So is he going to be on this team? I don't know. Does he want a match with Brian? Does he want to beat each other up and they bleed? Is it Moxley and Brian in the tag team match and they're bleeding together against other people? I don't know. It's not clear. This whole fucking story isn't clear and it's garbage. Why would these two be together? For what? For what reason? Apart from both of them being in WWE, why don't you do some kind of WWE NWO group of some sort there? Just 3, 4 WWE guys together cutting promos on D&Ds there. Why does it have to be Brian Ambrose along with random indie jobbers. They want to bring in young guys in the stable. Every other stable is like this. Jericho with a bunch of young guys. It's all the same thing. Every stable, Matt Hardy and a bunch of young guys. It's all the same fucking thing, right? Like, every stable is identical. Why do you need this? What's the fucking point of this? Like, plus, Brian is a heel. Dean Ambrose is a face. Like, what the fuck, for real? Like, and this promo lasts like 10 minutes at least after a long match. Like, and then Moxley just leaves. So, who knows? I guess we're going to get more weirdo promos about making a generic stable with jobbers. Like, fucking shoot me now, fuck. Second match, Wardlow defeated Max Caster. So again, another Wardlow squash match, 2-3 minutes, then 5 minutes of commercial, then another couple minutes. It's the same thing as last week, the exact fucking format. And then the boring power bomb again there, 1, 2, 3. It's been the same exact thing for like 3-4 months. Like, when the fuck is his career gonna kickstart? Wardlow, how long are you gonna do the same squash match? The Jolly Green Jobber, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? He can't wrestle. It's clear that he can't wrestle, this guy. Like, and then you had Hangman Page and Adam Cole, the two Adams or whatever, cutting bland promo there about how they're eventually gonna have a match. Fuck, this is so exciting there. At some point, we're gonna have a match. Is it at the pay per view in 2 weeks? You might want to explain this. Is it next week? Is it later? Who fucking knows? This company's so retarded. Fuck. It's a bland promo. Oh, I'm gonna fight you mano y mano, 1-on-1. Adam Cole shakes his hand. And then he walks away and then he gets attacked. Adam Page gets attacked by Red Dragon, folks. Big indie tag team, Red Dragon. I mean, they attack Hangman Page, and then it's 3-on-1. Dark Order show up or whatever to chase them away. And then one of the jobbers with a mask, Preston Vance, with the goofy lines on his chest there. Preston Vance, number 10, starts beating up security guards. We haven't seen Preston Vance on TV in like 6 months or whatever. He's there randomly beating up security guards, and then it's him and Adam Cole arguing. Who's fucking Cole fighting? Is he fighting Adam Page? Or is he fighting this masked jobber who's obviously on steroids or whatever there? Who's he fighting, Adam Cole? Who the fuck cares about this Preston Vance out of nowhere beating up everybody? Like, that's pretty fucking random. So more gang warfare as usual. Third match, you have more gang warfare. Santana and Ortiz defeat Jericho and Swagger. So Jericho, he's in the ring fighting these fucking boring guys there. Eddie Kingston, he's on the outside. He jumps on the apron. Jericho gives him a drop kick. There's a bit of running around. Santana or Ortiz, I don't even know which one's which, hits Jericho with a clothesline and 1, 2, 3. Really? There. Really? Jericho, the first AEW champ, multi-time WWE champion, a belt that matters there, you know what I mean? He gets beat by a low-end tag team wrestler there with a fucking basic clothesline. You know, Eddie Kingston's interference didn't even change that much. You know, oh, it all went downhill after Kingston's interference. What? Like, it just looks super fake. They just run to a finish. Some goofy interference by Kingston that was very anticlimactic. Some fucking goofy discus clothesline is enough to beat Jericho. What? Fucking cheap there. They just rush to a shit finish. Jericho shouldn't get beat like this. You know what I mean? Not by this jobber with a fucking basic clothesline. This is pretty cheap, lazy wrestling. Like, fourth match, Thunder Rosa defeated Mercedes Martinez. This was some other hardcore women's match or whatever. Thunder Rosa won. It was probably the best match of the card, but maybe there. The manliest match there is the women who have the what looks like the manliest match on the card or whatever. Mercedes Martinez looks tougher than most of the men in AEW or whatever. Thunder Rosa and defeats Mercedes Martinez. It wasn't good. It's goofy, throwaway, hardcore bullshit again there, where they just throw away the hardcore stipulation like it's meaningless there. But Thunder Rosa wins. It was okay. Britt Baker comes out with her two friends. Um, she has some kind of weapon. Martinez is supposed to hit Thunder Rosa with a weapon, but she's like refusing to do it. Like, she's taking her time doing it. So they just attacked Martinez and Thunder Rosa. So it's Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker rematch city, folks. Brought to you by the company that doesn't do rematches or whatever. And now in the main event, folks, big 205 Live main event. Sammy Guevara defeats Darby Allin. Two of the pillars, folks. The big stars, the big pillars going at it. Two midgets, folks, there. It's okay if you have one midget against a star, but just these two young, basic midgets one-on-one, that's not enough star power. It's not a real main event. I'm sorry, but it's not. And what a shit finish there. Okay, so Sammy Guevara's down on his stomach. Darby Allin climbs to the top. He wants to do the coffin drop there. Oh, if he hits this, it's over, folks. It's over. Guaranteed it's over, Jim Ross says there. If a 75 man falls 3 feet on you, you're done for it. I mean, a 75-pound dude, like. But anyway, he climbs up to the top. Andrade's buddy interferes. Darby stays on the top. He's looking at this. Sting attacks this guy or whatever. And Darby stays on the top. We wait. We wait. We see the camera, Andrade running through the crowd. The camera pans, so we don't see Andrade coming, even though we seen it. Because they're fucking amateurs or whatever. We wait. Finally, Andrade fucking climbs up the apron after what felt like 3-4 minutes of the other Mongoloid just hanging out on the top like a fucking moron. Andrade gives him a weak looking shot with a tablet or whatever. And the other one's knocked out cold there, Darby Allin. He's had all kind of, goofy hardcore matches. He was thrown down the stairs, all kind of things. A little weak shot like this with the tablet, and he's out like that. So fake. So fucking stupid. Such bad acting. And then Sammy gives him the go to sleep rip off maneuver for the 1-2-3. It seemed okay for a match until the shit retard finish. That kind of fucks it up for me personally. And Sammy Guevara, he's got some spunk to him or whatever, but he's not very original. You know what I mean? Jeff Hardy's Swanton once again. An RKO out of nowhere, a go to sleep for a finisher. Get your own move, you little jobber. Fuck, for real. Like, you know. But Andrade, I guess he's going to compete for the TNT title there. So a ham and egger show. Every match is fucking interference or a gang beat down or it's fucking cheap. I don't see how this is a good show. And the viewership came out for the show, folks. 869,000 viewers there. All right, very low numbers last week. They had surprises. Their Khan was promoting surprise Forbidden Door, this and that to get views. It's the only way he gets views there. It's with shit like this there. This week, no surprise, no world title, no free pay-per-view. 869,000. 1+1 something last week. They lost almost 300K. Like in between 250 and 300,000 viewers. Apparently, people didn't tune in for Darby and Sammy and Mercedes Martinez, Wardlow wasn't enough to maintain viewership. Not only that, Punk is there. The show kicks off with CM Punk. I guess they weren't impressed with this random dog collar booking. You know what I mean? Brian having sex with Lee Moriarty or whatever. I guess it wasn't interesting enough. 869,000. They're big fucking dip. Big dip. We're going to see what's going on next week with these viewers, folks. I guess they're going to have a couple more free pay-per-views, folks. CM Punk versus Kenny Omega there. We're going to have to do something, folks, to rebound, bring the viewership. We're going to have to fucking, suck it up and bring in Hogan. I mean, you have no choice, Tony. I mean, you want to beat TNA, you got to go all the way. Time to bring in the Hulkamania, brother. So there you go, folks. A boring show there. Nothing. Nothing. 800,000 views. Are we still pretending that this is the big time there? Like, they're getting 1 million viewers. Not because it's good, it's because it's controversial. You know what I mean? Half the people watch it to see how bad it is, basically. Like, it's sad, but it's true. You know what I mean? Terrible promotion, terrible program. Everything sucks. It's cheap. Until next time, folks. I'm very tired there. My video's not the best, but I watched this shit and I feel down, I feel drained, I feel sick. Sick to my fucking stomach, folks. Fuck Tony Khan and his money there. Without Cody Rhodes, he's got nothing. Come on, folks. Cody Rhodes. Until next time. Peace.